New details are coming into our newsroom about the missing girl found dead in singer David's Tesla. We now know police have searched a home in the Hollywood Hills where David had been living.
Eyewitness News reporter Monica de Anda joins us live from Hollywood with the very latest. Monica.
Colleen, Phillip, good morning. Take a look here behind me. This home is where David was living, although he does not own the home. LAPD investigators served a search warrant here last night, collecting evidence. Right now, however, this is only being called a death investigation and not a homicide, and we're told that is because the LA County Medical Examiner's Office is still working to determine how exactly this teen girl died. We now know the body found inside the front trunk of a Tesla at a Hollywood tow yard belonged to 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. The car where she was found registered to David Anthony Burke, a 20-year-old singer who goes by David. Take a look. This video shows crime scene investigators carrying out a laptop and other items from this home on Doheny Place as possible evidence connected to the missing teen's disappearance and death. Police remaining very tight-lipped about the investigation, but we now know this home is where the singer was staying. One neighbor we spoke to remembers seeing that distinct Tesla for a while. First parked in front of the house police searched, and then at two different spots along the street.
It's a little weird to see a car that I haven't seen here for a long time. Had a big dent on it, had a Texas plate on it. So all a little odd, but at the same time, people could be hanging out with friends for, for a long time.
The victim, 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, was first reported missing from Lake Elsinore in early 2024. Eyewitness News learned she ran away a few times and returned before her last runaway in April of 2024. The teen had not been heard from since until September 8th, when authorities discovered her body inside of that Tesla.
She just seemed very lively and friendly. I just hope that the truth comes out and she gets justice for what happened to her.
And lots of questions still remain, including how the victim and David knew each other. Now, investigators are still working to piece together exactly what happened, but we are also learning that a new song was leaked online that's by the artist titled Celeste, and that is now circulating online. So that's going on, as well as detectives continuing to figure out how exactly this girl died and what happened. But in terms of the artist, he's in the middle of a tour. We know he was continuing his performances up until yesterday when he canceled his show in Seattle. He does have another one scheduled here in Los Angeles at the Greek Theater for Saturday. No word yet on whether or not that show will be canceled. Live in Hollywood, Monica de Anda, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
So you mean to tell me that LAPD has allegedly done a sweep of David's home in the Hollywood Hills, where the Tesla was actually parked outside, in that radius of where the Tesla was. Now, you guys, they're not reporting anything that they found as of right now in the home, but they did do a search of it, which means that he is in fact a suspect for this. Of course, obviously. Now, one thing that I think is interesting is that they do say that there was somebody who was moving this Tesla around to avoid parking tickets in the area. I cannot wait for them to discover who that person was that was moving this vehicle around to avoid these parking tickets, to know if they had any involvement in it. They had to have known something or smelled something, because there were other people in the neighborhood who smelled this terrible smell. So you've had to have known. But as well, whenever you're liking stuff on social media, other things pop up about this certain situation. And one thing that kind of has irritated me is that David has had multiple pages on TikTok. And one of his pages on TikTok, he's talking about what it means to be a Christian and have this faith and all this stuff like that. And it just really irritated me, because what God are you serving that being with an underage child is okay? What God are you serving that, allegedly dismembering her and putting her in your car is okay? That stuff is annoying. And then finding out that a lot of people knew that he was posting stuff on his private story with Celeste. Man, everybody in that circle failed this young lady. And I'm so sorry to her family. And I hope that they get justice, because this is sick.
Everybody had relationships. I didn't have a relationship. I wanted to do that. I wanted to be involved in this or have a heartbreak for myself. So I kind of just made up these scenarios of myself getting heartbroken and being in love and stuff like that. And I would write songs about things that never happened. And that would just become my life.
Now it's all happening.
4 years, man. Yeah.
You were also raised in a very religious house.
Yeah, super.
Does God play a role in your life today?
Super, bro. The faith-based thinking and just being grounded on the rock of God is just like, it helps me in so many aspects, staying level-headed and staying on the ground and staying realistic and not getting too big of a head. And my family is very, very supportive, and they're my support system, and they guide me through this whole thing. We have family Bible study every Saturday, you know, and I'm still trying to learn and grow more in the faith, and just keep myself super, I wouldn't say like normal, but keeping myself very sane. It helps me stay sane in this entire thing, for sure. Yeah.
It is. What can you describe what is grounding about it? I mean,
Even more images of David have come out from people DMing me, of course, and it's still not looking good for bruh. Literally, he will post Celeste and his close friends. And like every day we finding out a lot more people knew about this and just kept quiet about it. In his Discord in 2023, somebody screenshotted, I guess, when he was live and said, "Hey, who girl?" The man goes say, "You a fed." There's another photo I was sent that's being claimed to have been on the close friends. Then you got this one, and then you got the text messages of her texting one of her friends talking about how her and David, I can't say what because of TikTok guidelines, but y'all put two and two together and think about what I'm talking about. What Ray J and Kim Kardashian did. All I'm getting from this is that a lot of people knew, a lot of her friends knew, a lot of celebrities knew, and yet nobody thought it was an issue that a 13-year-old ran away to go be with a grown-ass celebrity. It's looking like a lot of people about to go to jail. What do you guys think about this?
So now messages are popping up from the singer David and the little girl since she was 12 years old. So when she was 12, he was 17. When she was 13, he was 18. That is disgusting. And she ran away to be with him. And I just don't understand why this man is not in jail. Like, why is he still, I mean, I guess the investigation process does have to go on, but he violated that. Because she was a runaway, running away to him, and you were harboring a child. And this be the problem with a lot of people who don't ask questions when children run away. Why did you run away? Why did you leave? Like, you're not supposed to uphold that type of shit. Like, I don't get it. But yeah, y'all, the messages are coming out, and he did stop one of his tour dates, and Crocs did drop him as one of their, ambassadors. But that is disgusting. What can a 12-year-old girl do for a 17-year-old? What can a 13-year-old girl do for an 18-year-old? Like, that shit ain't right. Like, it's just not right. And now this baby is no longer here. Like, something has to be done. Like, romantic, homicide, all that shit. Now it's all making sense. I don't care how long it takes, as long as I'm with you. All his songs are making sense now that he wanted to be with her. And now he's they talking about from 2022. Y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go. But yeah, it makes sense now. It does.
Breaking news, authorities are now searching David's home, and some crazy new details have been released. So last night, a swarm of officers was seen searching the Hollywood Hills home where the Tesla registered to David was originally towed from. And people are saying this is obviously David's home because he's literally posted videos and TikToks from inside, and there was a red Tesla found in the garage. They seized a computer and other items, but haven't revealed anything else. They also revealed that Celeste was not found complete. They found a head, a torso, and other limbs, and it's unclear whether all of her was even there. They also leaked a song by David titled Celeste, where he mentions her name 2 times, says he loves her and he's missing her so much. Not to mention his hit song Romantic H was released on September 7th, which is Celeste's birthday, where he says, "In the back of my mind, you died. I didn't even cry, not a single tear, and I'm sick of waiting patiently for someone that won't even arrive." And then says, and didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. Rest in peace to Celeste. Let me know what you guys think, and as anything comes out, I'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah, excuse me, bro. What do you do for a living?
I'm an artist, bro. I'm an artist.
You're an artist? What's your name?
Yeah, D4VD or David for short.
What song should people know about you?
Ooh, I just dropped this one song with Kali Uchis just now called Crashing.
Tell us about that record.
I was in Houston, was in my closet. I make everything on my phone too, BandLabs, the vibes. And I made this song off a YouTube beat. I was like, yo, I might need to send it to somebody for the second verse. I was like, you know what? Kali Uchis might fit on this perfect. So I sent it to her. She worked so fast, bro. She sent me back the verse the next day. It's the third single to my upcoming album, Withered on 425.
Tell us about the album. What can the people expect?
Oh yeah, it's my first project, my first fully fleshed out project. It kind of encapsulates my whole life. I'm just excited to see what my fans think about it and how they relate to it on a personal level.
What's one thing that the fans don't know about you?
I love anime. I do gymnastics and parkour. So I'll do a backflip on command if I want to.
What's your favorite anime?
Right now, probably Demon Slayer.
What's next for you? What do you have planned?
Oh, I got Coachella coming up. After that, going on a big tour.
Thank you so much, man.
Of course, bro.
Have a good one.
The medical examiner in Los Angeles has identified the body found in the trunk of a car registered to the singer known as David earlier this month. Now, they say that she's a 15-year-old girl who disappeared last year. The musician is on tour now, but his show last night was canceled.
On Wednesday, the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office said the severely decomposed human remains found in the trunk of this Tesla last week belonged to 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. Multiple media reports say the vehicle is registered to singer David Anthony Burke, better known by his stage name, David. Police found Rivas' body inside the Tesla on September 8th after responding to reports of a foul odor at the Hollywood tow yard where the car had been impounded. The Tesla had been towed days earlier from Hollywood Hills, where one neighbor said it had been abandoned for weeks.
It hurts. It hurts.
Friends and neighbors say they're surprised by Rivas' death.
When I met her, she was very lively.
Rivas, a resident of Riverside County, was reported missing in April 2024 when police said they received a report that she had run away from home. The medical examiner said Rivas appeared to have been deceased for an extended period of time and noted a distinctive tattoo on her right index finger. Images showed David had a similar tattoo on his finger. Representatives for the singer have not responded to our requests for comment. David had been scheduled to perform a show in Seattle Wednesday night before it was canceled.
David's home has been searched by police in the investigation on what happened to Celeste Hernandez. And we're finding out the Tesla that her body was found in is right outside of his home. TMZ has just reported that homicide detectives were searching this house late Wednesday night where David seemed to be living at. TMZ has went through photos of listing of this home, and you can see David in a lot of different photos that appear to be this home that detectives have searched. And TMZ isn't the only one. There are people on Twitter that are literally showing all of these different photos and videos of David in this house that police searched. They even confirmed that he's on a stream with Benny Blanco singing in the kitchen. They also compared photos of him seen dancing with Cat's Eye in the living room. Homicide detectives left with a computer and other bags of evidence. It's pretty consistent with these Reddit posts that were happening right after this body was found in the trunk of his car. This Reddit post said, "This guy is a weirdo. A close friend's little sister from IE ran away last year, and this is who she was with. We think her sister was her out. She was in the 7th grade at the time. LAPD sweeped his place in the hills. I'm terrified that's who's in the car. Nobody has heard from her in months. I won't release names, and she is a minor. She's from Lake Islanor."
Police searching a home in the Hollywood Hills tonight, close to where the teen's body was found.
Mike, do we know if the search has anything to do with the girl's death, though?
Yeah, so Susie and Juan, we are working on those details right now. What I can tell you is that it is literally right where we know that the car was towed from. So remember how this all happened, as you heard from Nicole. The car was towed from the Hollywood Hills. It wasn't until it was at the tow yard where the body was found. So if we go back to where the car was towed from, tonight, there's a presence of Los Angeles police detectives that are out there. We can see them in their plainclothes suits. We also see crime scene techs. It appears to be centered at this home. Sky Cow was able to get a peek before it got dark, and we can see the garage door open, and we see what appear to be crime scene techs going in and out of that garage. There you see it right there. You see the door to the home open on the inside. Another Tesla with the front open right there inside the garage.
I want to talk about this Reddit post that I talked about yesterday of this person talking about Celeste before she was identified as being the child in this guy's trunk. This person responded to somebody after they found out that this person was Celeste yesterday, and they said that her friends lost contact with her between early or mid-August. And he is saying that his little sister is one of Celeste's friends. And a lot of people are like, well, David was on tour. So I was like, let me go look up all of his tour dates and see where he was around this time frame that this Reddit post was alleging. Saturday, August 2nd, he was in Del Mar, California, which is only 2 hours away from where he lives. And then his next show wouldn't happen until a couple days later on August 5th, but this was also in Del Mar, California, which is around the same time period that this person on Reddit was alleging where Celeste's friends stopped having communication with her. Now, another big thing that I want to talk about that I found out yesterday, in the missing persons poster that was made of Celeste, you can see it says she was last seen wearing gray pants, a black sweater, a hat, and Hello Kitty sandals. More people are coming out with more information, and in this photo they are saying that this is David and this is Celeste, and as you can see, she's in Hello Kitty sandals. She's holding what appears to be a Hello Kitty keychain or something. Well, David made a TikTok and he has the same exact Hello Kitty keychain on his pants in this TikTok video. So yeah, we are having a lot of big developments happening, but y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
That nigga David Tesla was repoed on September 8th. He started his tour August 5th, 9th. They said the car was sitting for over 30 days before it got repoed. He reported it missing in between that, but it's been sitting before he started his tour. He called to report a Tesla missing. Now chat, anybody in chat, go to Google and say, can I call Tesla? If my Tesla is missing, can I call Tesla to track it? Watch what it shows you. This nigga could have called Tesla, a Tesla of all cars you reported missing, when you can call Tesla and get it tracked. That don't make sense. They said the car was sitting for over 30 days. So from when the car was impounded on the 8th, we can add 31 days plus add some change. That's days, if not a week or more, before he started his tour, bro. Nigga was dating a 13-year-old, bro. Probably got her pregnant. That's why he did that stupid ass shit. That shit fucked up, man. Fuck it. Another one bites the dust. Bye. The fuck you talking about? I got tired of hearing that shit. Bro, they got the same tattoo. He was dating her ass. He on camera with her in so many areas. Like, bro. And all the press, I seen a clip earlier where he was with the girl on camera. On a stream. On somebody's live stream. IRL streaming. At some arcade or some shit. Bro, the niggas around this nigga don't be like, how old is he? Like, in the clip I seen, the girl had a friend with her. The friend was obviously third wheeling. Nobody goes up to that friend like, yo, how old is you? You don't try to mac down and then realize, oh damn, like, the fuck, this bitch is a child. Bro said there's 2 girls with the same name. I don't want to hear that bullshit, bro. I don't want to hear that bullshit, bro. I don't want to hear that bullshit, bro. When the story first came out, I didn't need more shit to come out to know it was him. I knew he did it. What the fuck? Because I did some research. I'm like, what? I'm like, didn't he make that one song? And I searched it up. Then I'm like, damn, the song called Romantic Homicide. What the fuck? Then I'm like, reading the lyrics. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. What the fuck? Yeah, nah. He had an endorsement with like what, Disney and Levi's or something like that. Who was the 2 companies that stopped fucking with him right when the body was found? Crocs and Hollister. Yeah. They better capture his ass and put that vest on him and put that turtle vest on him before he end up eliminating himself. And if they don't get him, they say it wasn't him or whatever the case was, whatever the fuck goes on, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people gonna want to hurt him, bro. He gonna drop $1 million plus on lawyers, I bet, and then what, be broke?
Now, I never heard of this D4VD, D4D, whatever his name is, character before this. But 2 places that he definitely needs to be going, whether or not he is responsible for that young woman's death. And by the way, there's an overwhelming amount of evidence that suggests that. But 2 places he need to be going either way is to jail and to hell. Now, from what I've been hearing, he's been grooming this young lady since he was 18 and she was 13. Y'all disgust me. And the young lady's name is Celeste. She's been missing from her family for over a year, so since she was 14. Her body was found in the back of a Tesla that was registered to him. And it turns out that he's been singing songs about her since she was 11. 11! They now trying to find videos of where the car was abandoned with her body in it. And there were photos of him being in the area of where the young girl lived, probably picking her up and being a fucking creep. And if that all wasn't enough, they found out that he had a matching tattoo with the young woman, who was 15 by the way, who was found in the back of the Tesla, unalived. At this point, they just need to go pick him up. I don't even understand what else y'all are looking for. Why is he still out there on tour? Yeah, he canceled his show, but he shouldn't be allowed to be outside. Go get him now. At the very least, he was a predator and needs to be locked up.
David. God damn, boy. You made a goddamn treasure map right to the damn body, if you ask me. Huh? The song, you saying her name. You walking us through it. David, come on now. Now listen, David is innocent until proven guilty. Y'all remember that, okay? But this thing look crazy, okay? This is borderline Jeffrey Epstein type stuff, if you ask me. This boy was out in public with her. It wasn't no secret. She was on his arm, okay? Now, I got questions. Unlike people covering the case, y'all seen a million of those videos. These my questions. Why the hell her family ain't had no problem with her being with this grown-ass boy? Huh? She just out the house, was missing at first, and then somehow she found... I'm confused. Why the parents and the goddamn family ain't being questioned about the situation? Because they were supposed to control it. She a little girl. Huh? And this nigga doing interviews, basically backtracking on every song that he wrote, playing with y'all in y'all faces. This nigga sitting here doing a genius interview, making y'all look like dummies. Lord Jesus. Huh? Lyrics. He talking about what he did to her. This little ass girl got you messed up like this? Lord, she must have been the first piece you had. Damn. Family saying that they knew of him. This is confusing me. I know how I am with a son. You telling me you let your daughter roam free like that? I ain't blaming nothing on nobody. These the questions I got. Okay? As far as David's family, y'all was okay with him being with all this? Or none of y'all had money and y'all didn't care what he was doing as long as he was feeding y'all? Because we ain't heard from them. I ain't seen a David mama or daddy yet. I got questions. I ain't just covering no case what we got. I got these are the questions that need to be answered. I need it in the comment section. Y'all, if y'all find something out, update in the comments. I'm just the messenger.
The body found in a car registered to singer David has been identified as a missing 15-year-old girl, US authorities say. Celeste Arriva was 13 at the time of her disappearance. Last seen on the 5th of April 2024, according to a missing persons flyer reported by CBS. Police found her remains in an impounded Tesla registered to David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke, on the 8th of September in a tow yard in LA. The remains had a tattoo on the right index finger that read, "Shush." It's also been reported that David has a similar tattoo saying "Shush." The singer, who has millions of followers on social media, is best known for his viral hits Here With Me and Romantic Homicide. Authorities said both the cause and time of her death remain unknown. Police say David is cooperating with the investigation.